Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about the most disgusting form of fraud. Instacart shopper calls out tip baiting customer who removed $5 tip after friendly interaction. If there is one type of customer that pisses me off more than any other, it's the two-faced customer. The one that's really nice to you initially, and then later on, you find out that they tip baited you. You'll only see this on UberEats and Instacart and Spark for the most part. This can also apply to ratings and contract violations, as well as other things that can affect you and your account stability. So with that said, I want to go over what is being said in this article, how it actually is for customers and gig workers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. An Instacart shopper has renewed a controversial topic of tip baiting by posting a TikTok video explaining how it happened to her. The delivery driver, B33 Monroe 3, says tip baiting shows how fake and phony people can be, especially to delivery drivers. I'm going to leave her TikTok and profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject. And yeah, there are a lot of customers that can be so two-faced, and it's really embarrassing. I almost respect people who are disrespectful to gig workers and restaurants more because at least they're honest about it. Tip baiting occurs when customers add a large tip before getting their delivery order in hopes of receiving it faster. Then they remove or reduce the tip after the order has been delivered. The Daily Dot has previously covered several DoorDash and Uber Eats drivers complaining about the trick. So the article in which they link to, I actually made a video about that as well. I'll leave it in the description. Feel free to check it out. In her video, Monroe says one of her recent Instacart customers acted friendly to her when she delivered his order, but later removed his $5 tip after she left. The customer called her my black sister. I told her son, thank you, my black brother, she claims. I'm not even gonna touch the racial things going on there because it seems like that's on a more friendly level. But the $5 tip, I thought that Instacart actually had a tip guard system in place. So Instacart actually previously said that they were gonna add a $10 tip guard. So regardless on if the customer decides to tip bait you or not, you can actually have a up to $10 protection on the tips you have. Why is that no longer a thing? Did they suddenly remove that too? Did they fail to mention that to drivers? I don't know what's going on. Given his thankful attitude during their interaction, Monroe doesn't understand when or why the customer had an issue to the point where he decided to take back his tip. Here's the thing about trying to dissect why. It doesn't matter why. Because at the end of the day, you never help customers that are known for that. It doesn't matter if they had a very good reason and it was your fault at the end of the day. If they have the character to tip bait you, it is irresponsible to provide service to that person because your financial stability is more important than any customer you serve. It's not a personal thing. It's not a reason for you to not do your job properly. But at the same time, you don't support people that support tip baiting. It's irresponsible. The TikToker adds that she followed the customer's extensive delivery instructions, including bagging every item, using produce-specific bags for the produce, and waiting for him to accept the items in person. She said he had a full list of notes for the order. Despite following the instructions, she didn't get the $5 tip from the man. In my experience, the customers who want the deepest of specifics always tend to be the tip baiters and the ones who give you the hardest time on delivery. Y'all do know that affects us, right? While you talking about all that, oh my beautiful black queen and all this extra ass, keep it, Monroe says. Keep that. Half of y'all I see through, but keep it. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna report you. I mean, I don't know if that's actually gonna do a whole lot there, but still. Monroe says she reported the customer for tip baiting and has no qualms about reporting any other customers who do the same. Can you actually report people for tip baiting? What do you do for that? Like, how does that happen exactly? And what would the repercussions of that account actually be? I gotta look into that. When you deal with me and you wind up getting a deactivated account, just know I've reported you, the TikToker says. She says tip baiting is the most disgusting form of fraud that a customer can commit. She adds that the customer had no reason to remove remove his tip because he got his order on time and she was nice and friendly as always. Okay, while I 100% agree that tip baiting should be considered a form of fraud, I don't think it's the most disgusting form. I think the most disgusting form, at least in our industry, is saying that you didn't receive the order and then we get a contract violation for that, just so you can get a refund. That, in my opinion, is a disgusting form of fraud. In her video's caption, Monroe called on Instacart to take action against tip baiting customers. Instacart, do better, protect our tips. That's just it. I thought that they did. I thought that they had like a $10 tip guard so that way people don't end up tip baited all the time. Some viewers agreed with the TikToker, saying that Instacart shouldn't allow customers to remove their tips after receiving their orders. No company should be allowing that. UberEats, Walmart, Spark, Instacart, none of them should be allowing this, but they do anyway. It's really sad. Instacart should not give them the option to take it back, one viewer commented. They need to take off that feature. I remember people changing their tip because the store didn't have what they wanted. Like it's my fault, another viewer commented. Yeah, there's a lot of things that drivers get blamed for that they shouldn't be blamed for. That's something the store has a problem with, not us. Others shared the guidelines for tipping properly. I always tip because I appreciate you guys shopping for me. Tipping is a must, one user wrote. Another said, I tip the basic, and if the service is fab, I'm like, okay, let's up that amount. Okay, we need more customers like that last one. It's the customers that tip before, and then in the event that the customer service is well over positive, then in that case, they up the amount. We need more of those customers, because honestly, I don't think those type of customers, not only don't they get appreciated enough, but at the same time, there is nothing that's going to be more positive for our financial stability than making sure that those customers are treated right every single time. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you paid me. There you go. Tip baiting is an absolutely disgusting form of fraud in the gig economy. It's not considered fraud in the terms of Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, Walmart, Spark, and all of these other gig apps, but it really should be considered fraud. Now, is it the most disgusting? No, I would actually argue that reporting that you never received the order and getting a refund only to have the dasher deactivated or whoever deactivated is more disgusting than that. And yeah, the most disgusting customer is the two-faced customer who claims that they're gonna do the right thing by you, the one who's super friendly to your face. At the same time, they're gonna pull back their tip. Not to mention the number of customers that have those micromanagey lists going on. They will always find everything wrong to justify in their mind why it's okay to tip bait you, because they couldn't just do it on their own otherwise. Make sure that you protect yourselves from these customers by, if you do get tip baited by them, you never work with them again. I didn't know that you can actually report customers that tip bait. If that is a possibility, definitely do that, because those customers do not need to be on the platform at all. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.